violence, and the time is now for all of us together to stand up to the NRA.
We're all moved by your eloquence and your fearless insistence on action to prevent gun violence. Thank you for bringing your urgency to this fight to the doorstep of America.
So there you've got a number of Democrats who were out yesterday near the Capitol and elsewhere talking about the National School Walkout Day. Let's bring in Diamond and Silk, social media stars, big supporters of the president as well. Diamond and Silk, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
So they had the National School Walkout Day yesterday. It was 17 minutes long to commemorate the lives of the 17 people who were killed at Parkland down in Florida. But it wasn't just a memorial, it was also a political statement, because essentially what the website says is they are demanding Congress take action regarding guns.
Well, here's the deal. When it comes to these children, you know what? This is what gets me. It's sad to see the left use these young people for their own political agenda. And I think that what I would have liked to have seen is them marching against Bernie Sanders, who was standing there with all of his armed men around him that had guns.
That's right.
That's what they should have been doing. Or marching against some of these Democratic officials that live in their cities that have ran them down in the ground and are not concerned about the gun violence that's even happening in their communities.
That's right.
What I do love is what they passed the other day about this here, this grant money that they're going to be given to these schools to help these schools secure them. But I'm not for taking away anybody's guns. We are law-abiding citizens. We deserve our guns. And listen, if you take away our guns, what's going to happen when the criminals get a gun and gun us down? Then what happens?
That's right. And then you also have the Democrats, you know, that use the DACA children, okay, to replace black folks for votes. And now they want to use these high school children for their own new political ploy. That's a shame.
Right. There wasn't enough talk about school security. It seemed as though they were out there blaming the NRA and blaming, I guess, the president in some respects. But I'd like to bring this up. There's video out there of Bernie Sanders walking to the stage surrounded by cops with guns. So why is it okay for him to get protected by men and women with guns? And why is it not okay for schools to be protected that way?
The hypocrisy on the left is so real. See, they want to take away your guns, but they want to be surrounded by guns. They don't want us to build a wall, but they surrounded by walls. The hypocrisy is real, and this is what these young people need to look at. Look at these here officials. They're being used. Don't take away my gun if you're not going to give up your gun.
That's right.
Okay? We are for the Second Amendment, and stop blaming the NRA for everything. They haven't done nothing. Do your history and your research. It would be good to give these children a history lesson on the NRA on how they helped black people when the KKK was after our ancestors.
That's right.
Well, Representative or Congressman Joe Crowley, he represents New York, the Queens area. He's saying when conservatives attack Nancy Pelosi on her crumbs comments that it's considered sexist. But when we bring up how ironic it is that, because you ladies have been through so much, you supported the president through the campaign, and no one was standing up for your rights or for what your voice. Listen to what Representative Crowley said.
I think they need to get a new game book. The attempts to use Nancy Pelosi, it's failing them at this point. And I think, quite frankly, it's sexist.
What do you think about that?
Well, there is nothing sexist about calling Nancy Pelosi out when she say that what the president did when he pushed these here for tax cuts, we have more money in our pockets. You want to call that crumbs, and this here help people pay more bills, okay? We need to call Nancy Pelosi out when she tell us that, oh, all we need to do is go down there and mow the grass, and that will cut out this illegal aliens crossing our borders. We need to call her out. Listen, you have people like Kellyanne Conway, who is conservative. We're conservatives, and we're always attacking attacked on a daily basis, and I don't hear the left crying out about that.
That's right.
So please give us a break. It's not sexist. Call Nancy Pelosi out and any of them if they do the wrong thing or say the wrong thing or say something that's stupid and derogatory towards we, the American people.
And what should also be sexist is not confirming President Trump's nominee yesterday, the lady that he wants to put as the CIA, the head of the CIA, not confirming her because of some stuff from back in the past where she was on the job getting paid to do her job, and she helped save a lot of American lives. That should be sexist.
That's right.
More hypocrisy. Hypocrisy story number 2.
That's right.
The third story is Robert De Niro, one of the great actors of the American cinema. You know that in August, he referred to the president as a flat-out, blatant racist, and then later an F word, and then another F word. And then he was at an LA charity event on Tuesday, and this is his new quote. He says, "Look at our president. He made it through the University of Pennsylvania, so he was exposed to a quality education, but he is still an idiot." Of course, he did have to overcome the curse of growing up rich and spoiled. All right, Diamond and Silk, what would you like to say to Robert De Niro?
First of all, he should be arrested for communicating threats, because I know that he communicated a threat because he said that he wanted to hit the president as well, I heard.
That's right.
We would say allegedly, just in case I don't have it correctly.
And he's the real idiot.
Yes, he is. He is a true idiot.
Yes.
And he is the reason why our young people are acting crazy and being disrespectful.
That's right.
How is he responsible?
Because when you see these Hollywood elites,
that's right,
the ones that the young people look up to, and they're disrespecting the highest office in the land and disrespecting our president, they think it's okay to be disrespectful. That's why you had one of them yesterday pulling down the American flag. You see what I'm talking about? It's time for Robert De Niro to go take his old behind somewhere, sit down and be quiet. If he don't know how to respect this office, go somewhere and be quiet. We don't want to hear nothing else he has to say. And listen, the Secret Service to look into him, arrest him for communicating threats.
All right, let's. If we want to communicate with you, we can go to Greensboro, North Carolina, on Sunday, May 6th, and in Pittsburgh on April 8th. Am I right? You have a chit chat tour.
That's for our chit chat tour, and go to diamondandsilk.com to get your tickets. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Greensboro, North Carolina. We're on our way, baby.
Here we come.
How does it work? I'm curious. Do you sit on stage and then you take questions, or what is the format?
Listen, we just do it like a show. We talk about all of the things that's happening in the news. And some of it is politics. We telling people to go out and vote. Vote Republican. Make sure you stand behind our president. And we also take questions from our audience.
We go into the audience and we engage with the audience. It's a lovely thing. Everybody should come out and check us out. Chit Chat Tour.
Diamond and Silk, Unplugged. All right, ladies, thank you very much for joining us.